The placement of warrant officer Sanders, the complaint, it was very serious. I think the commission has also this document, which they provided to us later, I think in the early hours of yesterday. They have this complaint whereby there was a serious allegations of warrant officer Sander and other members involved in the theft of cocaine at the harbor and selling it to a specific gang. I'm just worried to say names of other people that never came here, because the last time I was caused to say certain names, and I'm on litigation for your information, Commissioner, as we speak. Now, based on the allegations, they were of a serious nature that warranted that in that process, if my memory serves me well, Colonel Jacobs was the acting provincial commander. Brigadier Nyusa was not there. The process that I followed, I called Colonel Jacobs to come with warrant officer Sander. I wrote a letter. I signed it. It was flagged here. I saw this is my signature, but it was redacted. I placed him at supply chain management until the investigation is finalized. It's a process that we do in the police. Like myself now, my supervisor is an example I'm making. My supervisor has suspended me. He was placed as elsewhere. Mine is west because evidence was given under oath before this commission and I was suspended. So it is a process. When there are allegations against you that relate to what you are doing, you will be either placed elsewhere or suspended. He was never suspended and he never lost any income. He got his full salary, his danger allowances, and the scarce skills allowance. So the issue of the coffee machine, commissioners, in that office where he was placed, I don't remember him because I was watching the commission on that day. I don't remember him, I might be wrong, informing the commission that actually in that office there were 4 thefts. It is in the provincial office. Nobody will just come in there. A member of the public, even your good self, you will never come in. You will be escorted into the building if you are not working there. There was a theft of a camera of the state. There was a theft of a state laptop, which possesses sensitive information in that office. There was also a theft of a laminating machine. His coffee machine was the last one. The person who initiated and applied for these members that are employed in the supply chain management where this Sander was placed was initiated by Brigadier Nyusa. I was out of office by then. The only thing I did is to sign the call-up instruction and say all these members must go for polygraph test because there was no break-in, but things are disappearing. And I believe that was done bona fide, not to punish any person, commissioners. So those are the issues that I wanted to address, although they are not in the regulation 10.6 or on the subpoena, just to give the commissioners a clear picture as what happened. He comes here and cry and say, I subjected him to the, what you call, a polygraph test for the theft of his coffee machine. That is not correct. Maybe for lack of a better word, it is insane of me to shall have done that, commissioners. If you are a victim, then I put you on the polygraph test. That is wrong. He misled the commission. I want to pause there and continue with my statement.
Sorry, General. I'm not sure I follow that. What exactly is not correct?
It is not correct that he was subjected to polygraph examination because of the theft of his own coffee machine that was stolen in that office. It was not only him. The person who initiated everything and made arrangement is Brigadier Nyusa. I only signed the call-up instruction. And I believe the commission is in possession of those documents. I don't have my tools of trade since they were taken when I was taken at gunpoint out of my office, my laptop, my gun, my laptop is gone, and then documents that I was supposed to prepare for my disciplinary, I was taken out of my office like somebody, I don't know, for lack of a better word, like a dog. And that thing is still a pain here. And it cost me to lie in hospital for 2 weeks. Now, I'm telling the commission here to show certain implication. I'm not requesting for any mercy, but I want to assist this commission. Now, Commissioner Kumalo, I hope I answered you, Commissioner.
Yes,
Chair.
yes.
Chair.
Yes, you have.
Pardon me, I'm addressing all of you as commissioners, but if I have to say chair, I will try and say rectify.
I am a commissioner.
Okay.
Thank you, please continue.
Or rather say justice. Commissioner Kumalo.
Thank you. We had previously looked at this letter. And you indicated that the person acting at the time was Colonel Jacobs, correct? Because it's addressed to the acting provincial commissioner.
Correct, commissioners.
And you testified this morning that both of you called Warrant Officer Sander into your office, if I understood you correctly, where you engaged him on these issues and that temporary transfer.
I called Colonel Jacobs to come with Warrant Officer Sanders.
Yes.
After I've received the complaint.
Indeed.
Into my office.
Okay. I raise this with you because during his testimony, Warrant Officer Colonel Jacobs was referred to this letter. He was asked who was the acting provincial commander at the time, and he testified that he does not remember and that he doesn't know anything about this temporary transfer. And this, for reference purposes, will be transcript. We don't have to go there, trust me to read it, of the 4th of June 2026, from page 223 to page 226. That's where the engagement is taking place. Firstly, he suggests that he doesn't know who was acting, and secondly, that he was not part of a meeting where Warrant Officer Sanders was informed of the complaint and the transfer. Do you have a comment to that? As to why that would be the case?
If he says he doesn't remember, I can't answer on his behalf, but as far as my recollection is, he was there in my office with Warrant Officer Sander, as far as my recollection is. So I wouldn't... Sorry?
My apologies, go ahead.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. And in fact, there is a letter addressed to him appointing him as the acting district commander for that period, signed by you.
Acting what?
Provincial commander. I get the titles wrong. I'll start again. You appointed him acting provincial commander for the period Brigadier Nyuswa was on leave, which is the period of when this complaint was received and acted upon.
Commissioners, if
before
I respond, sorry.
Just to
Apologies.
explain, to assist you, and that would be found at CJC 290, page 1106. That would be the last bundle.
I must close the first one.
You may for the moment.
So page 1106.
1106. My numbering correct.
I can confirm on 1107, this is my signature.
Yes.
And although I might have seen this document by then, but for the purpose of the commission, I'm seeing it for the first time here. I want to just put it on record, but it's him, Colonel Jacobs. Colonel G. Jacobs.
And you appointed him to act in that period, January to sometime in February?
The date of appointment, it says, from 29 January until 18 February 2024.
Yes. So I didn't quite understand. What are you saying for the first time in the commission?
I'm saying by then, in the 22 January 2024, because I've attached my signature, I might have seen this document by then, I confirm. But for the purpose of me coming to talk about it on the commission, I've just seen it now.
Okay. But now, on seeing it, it jolts your memory. It's your signature, you definitely did appoint
Absolutely
him.
correct. It's my signature. It's Colonel Jacobs who was appointed to act in that period, which confirms my evidence in chief.
And I point these out to you because in his evidence, as I say, pages 223 to 226, firstly, he says he doesn't know who was acting in that period. He discounts the possibility it was him. He testified that he did not know of when Warrant Officer Sander was temporarily suspended, transferred is the word, as you testified. And he categorically denied that he was a part of that meeting. I'm inviting you for a comment because earlier today you testified that you instructed him to call Warrant Officer Sander to your office, at which you informed Warrant Officer Sander of all these developments and the complaints and the decision taken. Do you have a
Commissioners, I'm not, just pardon me with respect, I don't want to answer issues of Colonel Jacobs, but my answer is, this letter was signed by me, he was there. If he denied it or whatever, please allow me not to respond upon his answers or whatever. But this letter was signed by me. I testified earlier under oath, I'm still under oath, that I called him because he was acting to come with Warrant Officer Sander to my office. And that is where I effected this letter on page 475.
General Senona, I believe the letter is being produced to point out that it supports your version.
I thank you very much
for that purpose. So I think your counsel nods because he appreciates. So you're not being caught out. It's simply to confirm that what you told the commission this morning, the commission.
It cannot be that he cannot be questioned about flouting of prescriptions in his presence. He was aware. It is different from what happened at the harbor, what happened at Isipingo, because he was not present. And that distinction is an important one to hold. The conversation we have had over the past so many minutes is about his presence at Port Shepstone, his approvals at, maybe not approvals, but his failure to act when prescripts are flouted. That he can respond to. And it is not enough for Mr. Mpofu to call it minutiae. There are a series of questions of what we consider flouting of prescripts in his presence that at the very least must be put, each question, to General Senona. And there is no basis for Mr. Mpofu to stop that exercise. The question will be put. What arises is how General Senona responds thereto. I was going to deal with the provisions of the Act and the fact that actually the witness is under compulsion to respond to every question put to him in the commission and answer to the satisfaction of the commissioners at the risk of inviting consequences to him. I will add that the Act specifically protects a witness from answering where he invokes legal privilege. And I submit that in the absence of legal privilege, then the witness must answer.
Self-incrimination.
Yes, I'm getting to self-incrimination. And the self-incrimination is to every question, then the witness must go on record and invoke the privilege not to self-incriminate. What Mr. Mpofu wants to achieve is that certain questions not be put at all because they may self-incriminate, but we don't know which questions will the answers to which will self-incriminate, which will not. He must be patient enough for the commission to go through the questions, and the witness will respond accordingly. We have had a case where a witness, I think, spent almost the entire half a morning refusing to answer on the basis of potential self-incrimination. And that went on record, and that was accepted. And if that is how the system works, then General Senona must go through the same process. Now, it cannot just...
The context, though, was different there because
Indeed.
It related to criminal proceedings or a criminal process. Here, I've not heard that.
Indeed.
Which is why I was engaging at the level of outside of a criminal process. What would the legal basis be? So now you are bringing the general into the fold of a criminal process, which I do not think he has claimed.
I'm not doing so, Chair. I am raising the issue of privilege, which is this protection in terms of the Act. And that he cannot be expected to self-incriminate is one of the privileges accorded him by law. So that one is in the bag. Now, what is being raised does not fall within the confines of the privilege as contemplated by the Act, which is that he may face potential disciplinary proceedings on the basis of answers he gives. That is a different debate, whether or not that complies with his compulsion to answer every question satisfactorily. But that's a different debate we can have. The issue I was raising and I was taking issue with mainly is that the questions should not even be posed and to offer the witness an opportunity to engage and deal and respond thereto. And that is what I'm objecting to. Mr. Mpofu cannot appear or attempt to appear to gag the evidence leaders and the commissioners. Because it's a fact-finding inquiry, the questions will be posed, answers will be provided, at the conclusion of which the commissioners will reach certain their own determinations.